Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa.
Hello everyone and welcome to my creative African cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa, and my name is Fafa Gilbert.
Thank you Lumiere woman for making me look good and wonderful as always. So today on the menu is my tastiest grilled lamb cutlets. Now this recipe was requested by my first guest on the new series that we'll be showing soon, aptly named Hidden Gems. The series is a way of me saying thank you to people who have helped me along the way and continue to do so. It's an acknowledgement series. And so, of course, when she did request for the grilled lamb cutlets, I had to represent, of course, yes. Flavor, bah. Hey, moko flavor villa, missing me there, bah, yeah. Just say, Adriani, we need papa. I'm not even going to say anything. You just watch what's happening here now. I told you. So anyway, let me show you how I made it. I think by now you all know that when it comes to flavors and natural flavors, I love that. So I had to replenish my herb garden. So I went exploring and it was so exciting. I mean, there's this pennyroyal herb, which is almost like a mint in taste, but licoricey as well. So it's so good. You got the thyme, I know lemon thyme as well. And, you know, I had like an apple mint, grapefruit mint, and even a strawberry mint. I know. But anyway, enough of the herbs. Let me just tell you what I did here. So I've got the apple mint, I've got some garlic, rosemary, and I've got my lemon. In place of the apple mint, you can use your normal mint. Now I've got my beautiful lamb cutlets, and I'm grating the zest of 1 lemon. Now the reason why I'm doing that is I would like the oils of the lemon to infuse into the meat as well, which gives it a refreshing, almost aromatic flavor. And to that I'm adding my rosemary. You can use your dry rosemary if that's what you have readily available. So I'm adding my thinly sliced 4 cloves of garlic. You might wonder, why didn't I crush it? I'll be grilling this. If I crush it, it will burn quickly. But then again, I'm using the organic garlic, which means that it infuses beautifully into it. I'm enhancing the flavors. I'm not overpowering the flavors. So I've added my apple mint as well. And as I did say previously, you can use your normal mint if you don't have access to that. Now, it is a good idea to visit your local garden center because you never know what you might find. It's through that I ended up finding all these crazy herbs, and they're quite exciting. And they add new flavors in a different dimension to a dish, which gets everybody going, yes. But the secret to marinating is to enhance the flavor and not to overpower it. So I'm squeezing the juice of half a lemon as well to this, and I'm going to mix everything together. And earlier you would have seen that I added some olive oil as well, not too much because of course lamb cutlets are fatty anyway. So I'm mixing everything together till it's well combined. You will notice that at this stage I've not added any salt. Reason is, if I do add the salt, it would extract the moisture, and I'm trying to make this moist and beautiful. At this point, you can cover your meat with a cling film and place it in the fridge and marinate it overnight or for an hour or 2. So let's just assume that I've done that now. And now I'm going to put my griddle pan on and I'm going to grill this beauty. I didn't think I'd ever say this, but this is one of those few occasions that I would say you need to cook on a high heat. Yes, I said it. So place your griddle pan on a high heat and, for about 2 to 3 minutes, and it will be hot enough for you to then add your lamb cutlets. Now, if you're doing this indoors, just ensure that you've got your extractor fan on or you've got your windows or doors open, just to allow the smoke to get out of the house. Yes, that's a good tip there. The debate always is about, what the cooking time is. Now, this is more of a personal preference. So if you do want that pink, beautiful, soft lamb cutlets or lamb chops, it's best to cook it for 3 minutes on each side. Now, if you want it medium, then you need to cook it for 4 minutes on each side. And of course, they might say charred or well done. Cheeky. Then you'd have to cook it for 5 minutes on each side. Now, when you're grilling your lamb cutlets as well, there are 3 ways. So each side, yes, you'd go for, let's say, for example, you want it pink. So for 2.5 minutes on each side, and then you turn the back of it as well and grill that part, because that's also filled with fat and it needs cooking as well. So at this point, you can tell that this is smoky, it's nice, it's just beautiful. And you think I'll leave it there? No. So I'm infusing some fresh rosemary sprigs. This is going to release some oils again into the meat. So I'm infusing some more flavors, but it's indirectly. And guess what? I could see that this was smoky. I'm like, no, I need a smoky as well. So I covered it with my clay bowl. You can use any other cover that you have readily available. Of course, just make sure that it can withstand the heat. So for the last 1 minute, I just strap that smokiness into that meat beautifully. And that also creates moisture, and it also creates this extra sauce that, you add to the lamb chops beautifully. And I love this, especially when Tina did visit and we had the interview. She enjoyed it. They're asking me, how did you do it? How did you do it? Yes, this is how I made it. So yes, I know, right? Look at that beautiful moisture there coming up, as you can see. Yes, I'm going to let this rest. So of course, assume that I've fried everything or grilled everything so far. And here I do have the entire lamb cutlets. So now that it's still hot, I'm adding, yes, the juice and all that bit to it, as I did say earlier. And now I'm going to be adding my shenanigans. So I'm going to be reintroducing some herbs. So I'm adding some of the rosemary again. So yes, because this is warm, yet again, indirectly, the oils would release into the lamb. I'm adding some of my mint. So everything that I use in marinating the lamb, I'm reintroducing it to it. And, yet again, it's infusing that minty flavor. And this is where I add my salt. So I'm going to mix everything together, and I'm going to leave this to rest, which would allow that further infusion of flavors. Oh no, of course I'm adding my onions for that added crunch. So you can see that you can just sit down and just chew this. You can say, episode I Of course, I had to add some extra mint as well. So I added both the apple and grapefruit mint. So I know the flavor was just incredible. But equally, as I said, if you don't have access to that, it shouldn't stop. You can use your normal mint. And here it is, my pièce de résistance. So at this point, I was like, let me cover it and wait for Tina when she comes over. Then we go ahead. So this grilled lamb cutlets was served with the Ghanaian raw pepper, but of course with my own twist. I'll leave a link at the top for the recipe. Yes, and I tossed it with some onions and some shenanigans bikra, and I made some banku, but not as you know it. Now that'll be a recipe coming up as well. And I'll tell you what, it was just delicious. Yes. I hope I have given you a good reason to click that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And if this is your first time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you do join us for more exciting episodes. I did tell you that the dish was incredible. So it's one of those must-try recipes that you have to try, and let me know. I'd leave a list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in Ndudu by fafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I've also got other recipes recipes on my other blog, fafagilbert.com. You'd find this beautiful goat meat pie recipe or turnover recipe, this alaguntugui and mango sorbet, yes, this beautiful bean stew recipe as well, and even, you know, the jollof rice stew, like the best jollof rice stew recipe, because that's also another recipe I'll be creating again, but with another twist. I know, it's not any other food though, it's Ndudu by Fafa. Now you believe what I did with this beautiful Bambara beans, or may I say Bambara nuts, which is supposed to be referred to as. But yes, all of this, they're all coming up and they're excited. I don't want you to miss anything. In there, or click a subscribe button, no clicking a notification button. Nika in game video about for she no na but then don't miss out. Yeah, until next time, take care of you. Be you, be nice, be beautiful. Be you and live. Don't forget to live. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Love you. Bye bye.